Do you ever find yourself in deja vu?
Oh, so many times, daily.
What does deja vu mean for you?
I remember my dreams very well. And they were actually, I dream things that are going to happen.
Me too.
And they actually happen.
Me too.
And I'm like, I know, I dreamt this 3 months ago.
Or years, or...
And it was just like the one, like a movie, you see like the one frame with the same angle, everything.
And you're like,
I know, I knew this was going to happen.
I think deja vu means, and it could mean more than one thing, but for me, I'm very one-dimensional with deja vu.
Yeah.
It means I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
That's it, yeah. That's it. That's pretty much it, yeah.
We lived in Weaverville, and I was putting my grandmother's bird feeder into my yard. She's been dead for 4 or 5 years. Okay. I put my grandmother's bird feeder into our yard and covered it with mulch. Deja vu.
Really? That's what you were going to do?
It was like my grandmother was speaking to me that she was happy for me that piece.
Did you get the first deja vu piece in a dream, or it felt like, because that's the thing, some people think they're like it's a deja vu, but they don't know where they got that picture from.
At that point I was still in my late 20s. I wasn't really as
aware. Yep.
And so that was my first, it wasn't my first deja vu, but it was my first moment of realizing, oh hey, I dreamed this.
Yeah.
But then now later, like I've seen my daughter grown.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Oh, really? That's funny.
But
that should give you the power to know that we know what we need to do.
But that's 17 years away.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
But still, to me, that's more powerful than anything. The fact that we know and trust that we know and follow that instead of, like, I know a lot of people that will follow what somebody else tells them to do.
Yeah,
I don't care if they're sheep or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not my business. It's not my life. But it's sad because I'm pretty sure that's not what they're supposed to be doing. So their purpose on this planet, on life, they're not fulfilling it. That means for them, they're going to have to come back. But besides the poor suckers.
Imagine going through the death cycle and then you're like, you get out of the whatever, and they're like, you gotta go back, and you're like, fuck,
what I just did this.
Like, well, you forgot to shut the lid to the toilet that one time in 1985, and you caused a lot of trouble for your mother.
So you gotta go back. Yeah. No, but it's true though. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you're whatever it is that you were meant to come back for or come here for, you didn't do it at all.
Instagram's weird because my feed is like really eccentric. And it's like typical male stuff, but then all of a sudden you'll get like a story or a reel that comes through, and it's some woman and she sounds like a mystic, and she's like, from the many lives I've lived, I can tell you that we come to this world to better ourselves, but then when we leave, we return to our soul cluster, which is usually 14 or 4 to 25 souls or something like that. And then we reconnect, and sometimes we go travel to other planets, and then sometimes we come back to relive this life or to live a different life. And I'm like, that's a lot of information to dump on me on my reel right now. Like, I was just trying to catch the game score. You know,
but it's true though. It is true. I don't know if it's 100% like that, or, you know, the bottom line is that we don't know anything because we don't know anything.
Like, where does the painting on the wall behind me fall into play with that concept though? Like,
right. I mean, it could be
because God has all those souls behind him.
Yeah.
And some of them are supposed to be people. Other times they're just
angels or souls or whatever.
But then man's alone on the earth. And he's obviously on earth.
He is,
You know? And he's like disengaged with God. He's like, whatever.
Whatever, dude. You can have my soul.
But if he turns and looks and God touches him, he becomes God, and then it repeats. It seems. You know what I mean?
The cycle.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, we don't know any of that. And I believe in magic. I believe in all, like, our human experience is magical as it can be. It's a miracle, all the things. Like, that's why I love finding the little details on things like the mushrooms and stuff, because to me, that's pure magic right there.
Yeah.
How that became to be, how it is, how it has things living on it, where it came about, why, like, all the things. I'm like, what? And it has colors, and it has things and texture, like to me that's pure magic. So if we die and you go into whatever, you go into a cluster of souls or whatever, and then you come back or not, or nothing like that, either way, I prefer to believe that there is a reason why you do all those things. The purpose, by the way. Even if the purpose is to just enjoy your life, it could be just as that. Because some people are like, oh, maybe you had to do something. Maybe not.
It's not so much that I feel like I have to do something, but I feel like there's so much hurt right now on the planet at the time I'm living, that if I don't do something, I'm doing a disservice to the life I'm living.